What up, YouTube? Welcome back to Wild Arms. Where we last left off, we had just gotten one of the Gemini circuits for the Proto Wing to become the Gull Wing. Bartholomew and his gang were on their way with the second one. Unfortunately, they got attacked by a stone mermaid. We didn't actually get to see this stone mermaid, but make a long story short, they sunk the sweet candy, the Gemini Circuit, with it, and now we have to go get it. We have to somehow get it from underneath the sea. But actually, now the game doesn't tell you this, at least like most of my knowledge. But if you recall in the information that we've gotten, not to mention where Captain Bartholomew and Jane and them ended up, they ended up near the beach at the ship graveyard. And if you remember, there used to be a saying that anything that gets lost in the inner sea almost always eventually makes its way back to this beach. So now, which means, that's right, this is it! It's the other Gemini Circuit. It's true, everything eventually ends up in this area. Sometimes I don't know if we're just lucky or what. We must take this to Professor Emma. That's right, this makes it possible to make the Proto Wing modifications. Yep, and just like that, we got it back. And now, the power of... After a few days. It's too bad that thing doesn't come back into play like most other times. I mean, those messages that we've seen in bottles, they don't end up, here. There's been a lot of bottles we've seen, yet they don't end up here. But yeah, I didn't know that. In fact, I didn't even look this up, because my brother one time, who was playing, I guess he just remembered this. Or something. Maybe he heard it from somewhere, but I don't know where. But with this second part of the Gemini Circuit, the Gull... Hey, thanks, lady. And Emma's just here now, so we can give her the... Let me just fix the camera a little bit. There. Alright, Emma. You found the Gemini Circuit that was lost at sea? That's too good to be true. Alright. Now my Proto Wing will become a full-fledged Gull Wing before your very eyes. I just have to get some extra help and then I'll get to work. Yes, extra help. And guess who she gets? Well, you won't be able to guess, but... If you can see, do these people look familiar to you? Yeah, they may not be, but, Emma will explain it. Each Gemini Circuit is an energy amplifier. When combined together, they will achieve an energy level that cannot normally be generated. Yeah, this game has a lot of translation errors. As I'm pretty sure I've mentioned. I've probably skimmed on a bunch of them, but you'll probably find them as you go along, if you read the dialogue carefully. It's important for even small powers to support each other. Whether it's machines or human beings, it's the same thing. Who are they? Colleagues of mine. They're from all over Filgaia, or rather... Matthew. That name might seem kind of vague and familiar to you. These are all the ARM Meisters we've encountered in all those different towns we've explored. They're all disciples of Zapet. Nicholi is also here too. Six students of Old Man Zepet. Lulud. Emma asked me to come all of a sudden. I had no idea you were making a flying machine. Norman. It was always our master's dream. Tokanak. This really was a sudden call. You're still a slave driver, huh, Emma? Nicholi. Rudy's needs are the world's needs now. Right, Emma? The Guardian's powers in the southeast point is weakening. We need a vessel to take us there. We need to finish this machine before morning. I need your help to accomplish this. The midnight oil was burned. It's kind of interesting for them to like do that. All those ARM Meisters that we encountered. And in the morning, and now they're just gone. Yeah, thanks, but it's too quick, but it is kind of cool they did that. You know, all those ARM Meisters with those names were sort of important just for this. I think we did it. We should test this thing out first. Once you're off, push the accept button to go up higher. With this, you can travel to areas you couldn't reach before. You can use the cancel button to lower your altitude. It's all up to you now. Now we can see this, savor it, because we're never going to see it again. We get to see this animation again. That's right. Now there's no obstacles. We can go all over the map. No Emma this time, but now by merely pressing X, we are up higher. And now, absolutely nothing will get in our way. We can go to a lot of places. And by that logic, that means a lot more optional places are open to us. As I'm sure you're aware. And you know what? There's actually a place I do want to go to. If you recall back at, well, actually, this is the place this is the story spot. We've passed a few times. This is the place. It was surrounded all by mountains, but you know, now. Oh, yeah, if you try and go down while there's mountains, it won't let you. But when there's space, it'll let you. But let's go in here, actually. Yeah. Let's go in here. This, desert area. Yeah, hang on. Hang on. I guess you can't land in the deserts. That's odd. Yeah, you can only land on the ground. No littering. Old weapons and used golems must be disposed of properly. Huh. Well, you heard them. I don't want to be a litterer, so let's dispose of our golem right here. If you recall, way back in the Demon's Lab, there was an archive about the golems, pretty much all the golems except for one, being taken by the demons. However, one of them was uncontrollable and was buried in the desert. This is that desert. It is an optional boss. He's pretty tough, but you know, I think I could actually handle him. Now what you have to do is, okay, I ran to him very quickly. What you actually had to do was just keep running around the desert until this happens. It's nowhere specific, you just keep running. I got really lucky, actually. So when, you know, it happens, this will happen. It won't be like a regular encounter, but this will happen. There's something approaching you from under the ground. Oh, is that swirling animation? Oh, and that scream, meaning it's a boss. Of course, the battle music is still the same as a random encounter. Barbados, that's right. This is the uncontrollable golem. We have to fight him. He can be pretty tough. In fact, but I think I can handle this guy. I've got a feeling I can handle this guy. But you know, before that, I am actually going to take away the force unit that is on Jack. I'm going to give it to Cecilia. We don't need her. We need her support magic more than we need that. And, you know, dual cast we can finally test out to, like, its fullest extent. So it's best if we just, like, you know, have her. He can hit very hard. And I believe my health, though, is good enough to, sustain Landmaster. Like Star Fox, the Landmaster. Or Super Special Landmaster! I did a lot of damage, but it's good. Now he's slowed down, I should be able to, you know, outspeed this guy. And let's start getting up our high shield. This guy's attacks are, I believe, physical based, so we want to, like, increase our shielding. Wow, look at that phaser, man. 3,000 damage. Acid missile. Well, not nearly as powerful, but still. I believe he has something to steal. It's actually... Yeah, he has something to steal. It's just a bullet clip, actually. Oh, like that, see? Bullet clip. I got lucky there. I don't know if it's luck or maybe I was pressing the R1, L1 button with let X. Geostorm. Looks very familiar to... Ooh! Oh, wow. Geostorm is a lot better than your acid missile attack, that's for certain. I got cocky. Wow. Maybe, you know... It's kind of a shame, but you know what? I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use one of our ambrosias. It's fine. Unfortunately, since she died... Landmaster. You know, it's kind of odd there isn't an animation of just those two little gun things mounted on him to attack me. That would have been kind of neat. Yeah, I would just heal him. It's only cost 1 MP now. Just put up more of that high shield, I guess. You know, we could just have Cecilia supporting us while we just have Rudy deal out the most damage. And also, you know, occasionally just have Jack deal damage too. We could give him Hyper, that's for certain. I don't believe Barbados has a weakness, though. I don't know. Maybe he does? I could try something. And why not? Let's try a wind attack. As you can see, he's not dealing nearly as much damage. I mean, if he does the Geostorm again, that's gonna do a lot, but... Oh, wow. He does have a weakness. It's wind. Yes, Earth guys are weak to wind attacks, so there you go. Of course, I believe my Saint will actually do more for me. Fury Shot with our increased Zapper. Why don't you unleash some of your Sonic Vision, and let's just have Raftina heal us up. Yeah. See, I mean, I didn't really grind all that much. I mean, I just increased our arms, got our health up. I mean, I had to use an Ambrosia. That's only because I got cocky, though. But you do want that slowdown. If you didn't have the slowdown, the guy would probably be beasting you. I probably won't even get to use the dual cast. I don't remember this guy being that easy, but 9,705. Demons really couldn't control this guy? Well, I mean, geez, well, you see how powerful he is. If we had to fight this guy before, I mean, we probably wouldn't stand much of a chance at all. Kind of a shame they didn't just have the boss battle music. I mean, this is anything but a regular battle. As you can see, it seems the slowdown has sort of gone away a bit, because, again, that usually happens for some reason. You know, like, I'll be battling, and then as the battle goes on, eventually he'll just get to go first. Let's show off Raftina's High Guardian this time. Oh, Geostorm. Well, actually, this is great timing, then. Raftina! So not only that blue wave. So not only do we get healed, he gets damaged. We didn't get healed to full HP though. I think that's the weakness of it, I think. Again, I don't think it's full HP all the time. Well, thus, but I think at this level it should heal us for maximum. But I think the high guard actually decreases the amount you're healed by. But still, it's pretty much a lot. I believe this guy's almost dead anyway. I mean, we're hammering on this guy like crazy. And again, Barbados, even though he was so big, it's like, here he is, he's kind of small. And we beat him. That was one of our optional bosses down. And that, another golem is trashed. 8,000 XP, 3,890. Weird number. Dims. I believe that is actually Cecilia's ultimate, one of her ultimate weapons. They do that in these kind of games. Have ultimate weapons for the characters. Of course, like, it's just a strength up. It's not really that big of a deal. We'll give her back her Necronomicon. Let's just use the Ocarina. I think you could encounter some enemies here. No, there's nothing I think that you really need. I think there might be, but I don't really want to show it off, I guess. But, you know, I think I actually want to show off another thing. So when we come back, I'm going to show it up, get there, and show it off. See you then.